Okay, thank you. I'm your tutor, Mr. A Plus. Once again, I've come to complete the questions that we started in our previous lesson. So, to you who is following me, um, we ended on question number 9. That is section A, examination questions. And question number 9, I only talked about 4 political and civil rights. Okay, so let me just continue, because according to the question, they just needed 2 of them, but I deliberately I decided to give you more than that, so that it remains with you to do what, to choose the type of, the rights that every human being entitled to. Okay, so the fifth one is protection of freedom of conscience, then protection of freedom of assembly and association, then protection freedom of expression, protection of freedom of movement, then protection from discrimination of grounds of race, age, sex, ethnicity, religion, etc., etc. Okay, so these are some of the civil and political rights that a human being has. Quickly, we can go to question number 10. And the question number 10 says, explain the impacts of HIV and AIDS at individual level. Express the impact of HIV and AIDS at individual level. So at individual level, the impact of disease on the family. The impact of disease on the family at individual level. So the first point, I've actually answered this question very well, the way they are supposed to be answered. So this is the way you are supposed to answer. So the first point, spouses have died either at the same time or within a short period of time of each other death. Such a situation creates orphans who have to be taken care of by other members of family. Some of the orphans are themselves infected with HIV and AIDS. So the impact is that when a father and mother dies, children will remain behind, and other people within the family, they will take up that responsibility. Okay, which is not easy. Okay, then you'd find that some children that have been left behind, others they are even infected with HIV and AIDS, which is another pressure. Then the other point, it creates serious economic drain and social pressure on individuals. To those people who take up that responsibility, they will automatically economically drained. Also, they will have social pressure. Okay. Then a lot of time is spent looking after those airing infected person. So you'd find that among those that have been left behind and maybe they're even infected, it will be now pressure to those remained, to those who take up the responsibility to spend much time nursing them. Okay, you'd find that they won't have enough time now to go out there and look for things. Instead, much of the time they'll be just there now around with the infected person. Okay, so this is how you can answer this particular question. So that is the impact of HIV and AIDS at individual level in a family. Be specific. Then we go to question number 11. A resource is depleted or used up when it becomes less available for its intended function or use. Okay, in which 2 ways of resources get depleted? In two ways resources get depleted. So one, converting them into another subsistence or product. Okay, that is one way. Then the other way, being displaced to some location from which the material cannot be recovered. Then the other one, being polluted, a substance is rendered unfit for use. Okay, that is how you can answer this particular question. So this is the ways in which resources get what? Depleted. They said two, but I've added another one. Okay, so they have become how many? Three of them. Once you answer like this, 2 marks is yours. Then question number 12. Trade is the selling and buying of goods and services. Identify the two types of trade, just to identify them. So we have international trade, which is external, and local trade, which is internal trade. International trade or external trade, and local trade or internal trade. Then the last question on this section. Here is a question. We have a statement here. Chinyama, a teenager girl, lost both of her parents in the year 2000. In the year that followed, she got pregnant. She was later on head complaining that she could not have been pregnant if both of her parents were still alive. What two things could Chinyama have done to prevent herself from becoming pregnant? So this one of them is abstinence. The Chinyama was supposed to just be abstinence. That's all. Then avoid bad company, because bad companies also influences behavior, characters. Okay, bad friends in short. Then Chinyama also could have setting goals or principles. So it's important to a human being to set goals or principles, because they will really help you, or they'll give you the proper direction. You will have a target. Okay. Then discussing with friends. Also spending time maybe to discuss with friends in a positive way. Then avoiding alcohol and drugs. Okay. Resisting peer pressure. Just resist bad company. Those people you think they are not adding value to your life, better you resist them. Then upholding good morals values. Good moral values. Upholding good morals values. Okay, so these are some of the things which Chinyama could have done. Then being occupied with activities like joining youth clubs, so that you keep yourself busy. So by so doing, Chinyama could have avoided the pregnancy despite her parents not there. Okay, so this is how we answer question section A. I really appreciate for your resilience and attention. Thank you.